Hey, this one's going out to all my nice guys out there. If you have not read Dr. Guller's book, No More Nice Guy, it's a really great book on setting boundaries, having healthy relationships post divorce. So, this is for you if you struggle with people pleasing, if you are feeling stuck after divorce, if you feel like, I'm a nice guy, right? You're always giving, 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 and you really have leaky boundaries and you're not really good about communicating your needs and communicating what you want in that relationship. It's really important to do the inner work on yourself so that you can go out there and have a healthy relationship because a relationship begins with you. If you want to have healthy relationships, you have to start and you have to do work on that relationship with yourself. And I think that's the biggest mistake that people think that it's not an ongoing process and it's not an ongoing relationship. And it is. I do work with myself all the time, always checking in on myself, always doing personal growth myself. And it's just really valuable in order to have healthy relationships with others. And that's where we're going to talk about boundaries and the guilt that comes with setting boundaries, because I want to talk about Cam. And when Cam came to me, you know, he came from a really troubled childhood, a lot of moving around, a lot of dysfunction with his parents, and a lot of instability, right? And guilt was used in his family as a manipulation tactic. And lo and behold, what do you think happened when he got older, right? We repeat these toxic relationship patterns in our marriages. And then we get out of it and realize we heal enough and do enough therapy to get out of it. And then you still feel stuck and you go, gosh, why am I still continuing these patterns? And that's what Cam was doing. He felt guilty that, oh, my son is going to suffer if I don't do this thing, that my ex-wife just refuses to. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he was really struggling with the guilt that his son might suffer if his wife doesn't do what she needs to do. He was doing it. And here's the big thing, y'all. Healthy boundaries isn't is it's boundaries aren't just good for you, they're good for other people. And when we're constantly rescuing people and we're constantly enabling people and we're not allowing them to suffer the consequences of their behavior, they're never going to learn, they're never going to grow. So sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is allow that person to step into the consequences for their behavior, right? And it sucks to see someone being challenged. It sucks to see someone suffer, um, but sometimes that is part of the growth process. That's part of the learning. And so, lo and behold, guess what happened? Firstly, we had to do a lot of inner work on him understanding that his ego was driven by being a rescuer for her and other women in his life. So we had to do a lot of work on that and stop getting his value from outside relationships and stop being a people pleaser and understanding these little micro doses of like self-esteem hits that he was getting every time he would do these things. And so when we did the inner child work, the reparenting work, some shadow work, even some somatic work, right? Because I teach a 5-step actionable process that you like do actionable exercises and integrate these into your life so that you can be confident, you can know your needs and express those needs, communicate those boundaries in a way that can be received. Lo and behold, what do you think happened? She all of a sudden became very resourceful and solved this problem herself. And again, I think that's the lesson. If we keep continuously rescuing people and continuously not allowing them to figure things out or not allowing them to fail, because part of learning is failing and learning from our mistakes. And so, lo and behold, not only that, but he recognized that because of his own, father issues that he had, he would often put out these little, he was a big like CEO in this company. And these people would come to them with these little tiny piddly like disputes or little things. And instead of delegating it out, he would solve their problems for them. And as soon as he started valuing himself and started setting boundaries and saying, I'm sorry, that's out of my scope. You know, I know you can figure this out on your own. Boy, guess what? That business turned around. Even during COVID, it did better and better and better. And so the amazing thing is like, you know, when we step into our confidence and we start setting boundaries, the thing is, people feel more secure around you. Boundaries are good for other people too, because they know where you stand, they know who you are. It's not just good for you, it's good for other people. And so that's the big like reframe. So listen, I have a free resource where we're going to go through the 3 keys to stop feeling lonely and stop second guessing yourself so that you can move forward and feel confident, feel secure, and find peace in this next chapter. So, if you're ready to create healthy relationships and you're done with the nice guy syndrome, just reach out with me. Just reply below, say no more guilt, and I'm going to get that free resource over to you. All right, listen, talk to you next week. Talk to you soon.